wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraint.
Welcome back, you guys. Thanks for joining the conversation today. I'm Tiffany, and today we're gonna get on the fact that Trump has raised tariffs on all of us in the United States to Canada, China, Mexico. I say raise tariffs on us because we're going to be the one paying for all this stuff when they retaliate and raise their taxes. So, with that being said, before we get into this video, I want to show you. You remember the movie Ferris Bueller Day Off, when they talk about the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act of 1930? Let me show you that clip before we get started.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone, raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
Whew, y'all got that? Now let's get into these videos because I really want to know what y'all think. I'm going to let you know what I think about it. Let's go. Before we do that, I also want to show you. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Winston Churchill said those amazing words. Look like that's what we doing right now. Repeating 1930 in 2025. It's going to be a hell of a 4 years. Y'all ready for the ride?
Damn. So less than an hour after Trump announced this.
But very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that
We see the entire market has taken a nosedive. This is your Dow Jones Industrial Average. Below me, the S&P, the NASDAQ. Yeah, this is not good. The market's reacting, and it's reacting fast. Need I remind you what happened the last time we enacted such tariffs? Anyone?
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone, raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects?
No.
It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
You can't make this up. You can't make
That's
this up.
not good. Y'all be easy. We're in for a bumpy ride.
Very bumpy, you guys.
It is February 27th, 2025, and Trump plans on putting another 10% tariffs on Chinese goods, bringing the total up from 10% to 20%. The Canadian 25% tariffs and the Mexican 25% tariffs are set to take effect on March 4th. This comes at the same time
today
that they are increasing layoffs in the federal government. The unemployment rates have gone up. The number of people who filed for unemployment benefits went up higher than economists expected by 10%. And tell me again how this is supposed to be good for the economy. They're obviously trying to crash this economy. So brace for impact, protect your money, because none of these things that are happening. And
Hey fam, Uncle Dan.
Yeah, we better brace ourselves. It's like a freight train. 2, going head to head. Sorry about my dryer that's going off. I think that's the washer. But at the end of the day, this is like a freight train coming in. We just can't, nobody can press the brakes on what's to come. Nobody's going to help us. Nobody's going to be able to save us for what's coming. Now, we complaining and showing videos about things being high now. Whew. Clutch my pearls. What are we going to do when everything be quadruple the price it used to be? We're going to be at the soup kitchen. Hopefully not. If you're a prepper, you won't be. If you're prepared, you won't be.
If they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything, including cut off their energy, with a smile on my face. So, and I'm encouraging every
Canada.
other province to do the same. Quebec, Manitoba, BC, we all have to act in unison. Out east, they rely on our energy. They need to feel the pain. They want to come at us hard, we're going to come back twice as hard.
Did you hear that? Okay, same thing happened in 1930. We raised the tariff. Everybody got angry. And they raised them back against us. It was a war. This is a war when you do that. Just without the bullets. So who suffer is the working class. Us old regular folk. That's the ones who's about to suffer. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I'm just going to keep a bottle of aspirin in my purse. He said he wants us to feel the pain. This is today.
The United States has been taken advantage of for 40 years. The United States has been a laughingstock.
If they want to try to annihilate
I hate when they do that.
We have some major break.
The United States has been taken advantage of for 40 years. The United States has been a laughingstock for years and years. That's why this gentleman is built in Taiwan instead of building here. It would have been better if he built here. If we had a president that knew what they were doing, and we had a lot of them very bad on trade. Look, I'm a huge fan of Ronald Reagan, but he was bad on trade, very bad on trade. He allowed a lot of people, a lot of businesses to be taken. So I say that with due respect because he was so great on other things, but he was bad on trade. We are setting records right now, records like nobody has ever seen before. When you have companies like this coming in and almost 40% of their company in one signature is going to be devoted to what he does, which is one of the most important businesses in the world. That's an unbelievable thing. When Apple now is going to start building all of their plants here, all because of what we've done in terms of, it's not because he likes me or they like me. They don't probably like me at all. I don't know. I think he likes me a little bit at least. But you know what? It's the incentive we've created or the negative incentive. I mean, it's going to be very costly for people to take advantage of this country. They can't come in and steal our money and steal our jobs and take our factories and take our businesses and expect not to be punished. And they're being punished by tariffs. It's a very powerful weapon that politicians haven't used because they were either dishonest, stupid, or paid off in some other form. And now we're using them.
We have some
I
major
hope it
break
works.
news right now. The stock market is officially in free fall after Donald Trump announced that tariffs on 25% will be coming from Mexico and Canada tomorrow, and there's nothing that will stop them. In less than an hour since this announcement, the Dow Jones is down more than 820 points, almost 2% in just an hour. This has now erased almost all the gains that the market had made since Trump became president, which means Americans are losing money fast. But that's not all. Prices of goods are about to skyrocket. I just did a full breakdown of everything that'll be impacted. In essence, Mexican goods include produce, like avocados, include electronics, include cars. Cars could rise up to $12,000 to buy a car. Canadian goods include lumber, include pharmaceuticals, and so much more. It's coming fast, and you need to be aware. And I will continue to report as much information as we get when we get it. But right now, the market is falling. I'll provide you updates every step of the way. Follow.
Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That's what it feel like. You just about to drop and fall down. We're about to go into the Great Depression.
It's about to get so terrible in our business. I'm doing estimates today. I own a heating and air company, and I'm calling to check on inventory of things. And we're going through this whole refrigerant changeover right now, but all of the new equipment is being tariffed. We're dealing with price increases already on all of that stuff. So as the inventory on the old stuff dwindles, there's going to be such a price increase. And
We have some major break.
Yeah, y'all just gonna
it's
all
I'd
around.
like to say thank you so much to President Trump for assisting me with my savings. Because of the tariffs, I can no longer afford to shop like my favorite UK, Australian brands, CSB, Owner Active, White Fox Boutique, little things like that. You know, anything that's outside of America, I can no longer afford it because of the tariffs, because people are being charged extra, being sent emails saying like, hey, if you want your package, you got to pay this, and if you don't pay this, then you don't get your package. And people are literally being like, you know what, send it back because I cannot afford that. So thank you so much, Trumpy. Thank you so much, because you know what,
Trumpy.
you heard that I was like on my saving game in 2025, and you said, okay, bet, let's just tariff
Everybody,
Canada has-
oh my gosh.
We have some major break.
I'd like to say,
Stop you, deep
I'd
bag.
like
Canada has responded to Donald Trump implementing tariffs starting tomorrow, saying that if you're going to try to annihilate Ontario, we will cut the lights off with a smile. Now, like I said in the previous video, they supply a lot of power to New York, Michigan, and Minnesota. So those will be the states that's going to be affected if they do decide to cut off the power, which is unfortunate for, millions of people. And honestly, if they do cut the power off, that will not be a good look for the United States. If Canada was supplying that much power to those three states and we could do it ourselves, why haven't we?
Why aren't we?
That's the question I always ask.
I'm very confused. Why aren't we over our own power? Like, I don't get that. Like, make it make sense.
If we can supply those three states by ourselves, why haven't we? So these next few days, anything can pretty much happen. Honestly, I feel bad for everybody that live in those three states, just in case it does happen. I don't know exactly if it's going to be a power outage and a backup generator kick in from the United States or what. But if it does happen, that's going to suck for a lot of people.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives. Our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items such as American beer, wine, and bourbon, fruits and fruit juices, including orange juice, along with vegetables, perfume, clothing, and shoes. It'll include major consumer products like household appliances, furniture, and sports equipment, and materials like lumber and plastics, along with much, much more. And as part of our response, we are considering, with the provinces and territories, several non-tariff measures, including some relating to critical minerals, energy, procurement, and other partnerships.
They mad at us.
We will stand strong for Canada.
They mad at us right
We
now.
will stand strong to ensure our countries continue to be the best neighbors in the world. I want to speak directly to Americans, our closest friends and neighbors. This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. As I have consistently said, tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump. They will impede your access to an affordable supply of vital goods crucial for U.S. security, such as nickel, potash, uranium, steel, and aluminum. They will violate the free trade agreement that the President and I, along with our Mexican partner, negotiated and signed a few years ago. Together, we've built the most successful economic, military, and security partnership the world has ever seen. A relationship that has been the envy of the world. Yes, we've had our differences in the past, but we've always found a way to get past them. As I've said before, if President Trump wants to usher in a new golden age for the United States, the better path is to partner with Canada, not to punish us.
Y'all heard it? Loud and clear. They're not playing with us. They're not. Okay? This is about to be some ugly shit that happens. Like, you ever get to a point where you just don't have the words to say about what the... Because everything is going on at one time. Job losses, federal worker layoffs, people living in cars, eggs already $19. Now you just said the orange juice go be $25. That's basically what you just told me. So I just banned eggs out of my diet. Now I can't have orange juice. Like, what else are y'all gonna take next? Water, air. Y'all gonna start charging us for air. Everybody gonna have a bill, an air bill. That's where we going with this. Too much.
I voted for Trump because of the economy. He's a businessman. He's going to do great things for the economy. Okay, then what's this? What's this? This is today. This is after he said that he's going to impose the tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Oh, wait, you think it's just the Dow Jones? I got some NASDAQ numbers for you, too. Look at that. That's today. Today. Oh, and I have a video for you.
The United States has been taken advantage of for 40 years. The United States has been a laughingstock for years and years. That's why this gentleman is built in Taiwan instead of building here. It would have been better if he built here if we had a president that knew what they were doing. And we had a lot of them very bad on trade.
I'm no economist, but I know down when it comes to money means bad. This is a legitimate question. How much longer do we have to sit through this until we impeach this man? To all the people that voted for him because of the economy, I don't want to hear you say, oh, we have to go down before we have to go up, even though that's what you're going to say. So there you have it. He's messing with your money now. You don't care about human rights, our standing in the world, or literally anything besides your money. Do something.
It's Monday. As of 3:40 p.m., the stock market is down over 920 points. Donald Trump was giving remarks somewhere, and he started talking.
I don't know. You want to hear no more?
So guess what happens at midnight? At midnight tonight, a Trump tax goes into effect.
It's Monday.
So
one of the greatest things American...
He needs to pull back. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen here. Plants will close down within a week. Assembly plants in Michigan, which is a red state. Manufacturing will stop. And the people of the U.S., which I absolutely love, the American people, they're going to be paying more. The market is going to go downhill faster than the American bobsled team. It's going to be an absolute disaster. For both countries. We're your largest trading partner. I don't want to respond, but we will respond like they've never seen before. I will stockpile our high-grade nickel at 50% of your military and manufacturing needs, your aluminum, the steel, the lumber. It will be an absolute disaster. And this is all due to one person, that's President Trump. It will shut down manufacturing because 50% of the nickel you use is coming out of Ontario. I've ordered our bureaucrats to cut off tens of billions of dollars of contracts that we have with the U.S. We are the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world. We buy over 3,600 products from 35 states. I talked to the governor of Kentucky and Mitch McConnell. Don't touch our bourbon. I'm going after absolutely everything. And I don't want to. We keep the lights on to 1.5 million homes in manufacturing in New York, in Michigan, and in Minnesota. If he wants to destroy our economy and our families, I will shut down the electricity going down to the U.S. And I'm telling you, we will do it. It's unfortunate, and it's going to be a massive, massive problem. I'm telling you, we love the Canadians love Americans. I love the U.S. Everyone does. And not one American friend. When I lived there for 20 years, I've talked to all of them. Hardcore Republicans are saying this is the biggest mistake President Trump has done, and we're dead against it. It's the last thing we want to do. It's one person that's coming to attack us economically. Your closest friend, your treasured ally that will stand shoulder to shoulder with you in every situation you faced. And he's attacking the person, his number one customer. There's no country in the world that buys more products off the U.S. than we do. We're the number one trading customer to 28 states. And a lot of them are red states. They're going to feel the pain like they've never felt before. We're going to feel the pain. But I'll tell you, Canadians are resilient, we're strong, we're proud, and we're going to fight back like they've never seen before. And I'm sorry to the American people that your president has decided to do this.
There you go. There you have it. I am the bearer of the bad news. Let me know what you think down in the comments. What are you going to do when we start paying more than we already complaining about? I know that I personally always kept low bills. I hope they stay low. I know that I don't need to buy anything, so you can't really hurt me unless like my refrigerator break. Lord knows, I hope it don't. Buckle up. Enjoy the ride. I'll talk to you later. This is one of the annoyingest videos I've made so far. But this is like, God damn it. I'm Tiffany. Have a good one. Goodbye.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to